Hello everyone, so now we are going to start our next topic of English grammar of class 2nd, and the topic is words and sentences. Now look at these words, like you can see that you are having few words in front of you like this, Keydon. As you can see that when you will just pronunciate this word, you won't get any sense of it, like Ken, Keydon, there is any sense of this alphabets. Similarly, like Doc, Ort, Esro, these are few alphabets which are written in front of you, and like this similarly we are having another example which is Bbitra. These are few words which do not make any sense because they are not arranged in the correct order. Whenever you are writing a word, for that the alphabet which are written should be in a perfect order so that they can make a perfect sense of it. Like we are having few words. Now read these words to make it sense. Like now also we are having those same alphabets, like you can see that Keydon. Similarly, that same alphabets are being used here. This D is similar to this one, Onkey. We are having same alphabet, but now when you are just pronunciating it, you can see that donkey, which is an animal, and you can see that this word is now making a sense to you. Okay, so if the alphabets, if you are having any alphabet and if you are having alphabet which are arranged in a particular manner or in a correct order so that they can make a sense, then that are going to form your word. Okay, like similarly now this has been arranged in a proper format, so this is going to be a doctor, Doctor. So now this word is making a sense to you. Okay, so now this is again a word for you. Similarly, Esro is arranged in order, so this is going to form rose. Similarly, this Bbitra is going to form rabbit. Now look at these groups of words. Is rabbit this a? Now earlier we were just having few alphabets. We have arranged those alphabets to form a word. Now we are going to have few words and we will just arrange them. Like you can see that is rabbit this a? This is your group of words. This is your first word, second word, third word and fourth word. If you are having more than one words, then that is known as your group of words. Okay. Now today very hot is it. This is your second group of words. Third one is swimming, you do know. This is the third group of word. These group of words do not make any sense because they are not arranged in a correct order. Similarly, as we were doing with the alphabets, they were not making sense earlier until or unless we have arranged them in a particular order. Similarly, if you are having some words and they are not arranged in a proper manner, then they won't make any sense to you. Okay, like we have seen in previous slide. Now we have arranged those group of words in a proper way. So these sentences are now going to make some sense to you. This is a rabbit. Now this sentence is actually indicating something, that it is asking you for a rabbit. So it is telling you that this is a rabbit, which actually is making a sense. It is very hot day. Again this group of word is making some sense to you. It is telling you about something, about a day, that day is very hot. Okay. Similarly, now this is do you know swimming? Again, so this is a sentence. Now what word is? As I have told you that word is a group of alphabets. Now here a group of letters or alphabets arranged in the correct order make up a word. If alphabets or letters are arranged in a manner, like if they are making any sense to you, then that group of alphabets is known as word. Similarly, what sentence is? What we have learned is a group of words which are being arranged in a proper way. Okay, and if that is making sense to you, then that group of word is going to be your sentence. A group of words arranged in the correct order, which are arranged in a correct order, makes up a sentences. If the group of words are arranged in a proper manner, then they are going to be your sentences. Now, a sentence is a group of words that is complete in itself and makes a sense. Okay, if the group of words are complete in itself, like that you are having a sentence and it makes you full sense, and it is giving you full information about something, then that would be your sentence. A sentence always begins with a capital letter. Just keep this thing in your mind if you are beginning a sentence or just start writing a sentences. So first of all, the first word, the first alphabet of that word is going to be your capital. Okay, and when you are just ending that sentence, then you just need to put a full stop after that sentence, which is very must. Again, just read it. A sentence always begins with a capital letter, okay, and ends with a full stop. This is the symbol of full stop. Look at the pictures, read the clues and give the answers. Now we are going to have few pictures in front of us. We are just going to have a look on them and will answer the questions. Like, it lives in a pond. This is a picture. From this we can guess the answer of it, that it is talking about an animal which lives in a in pond. So that is going to be your duck. It is a baby of a cat. From this picture you can guess the answer very easily, which is going to be your kitten. I have a very long neck. The animal which is having a very long neck is your giraffe. So that is your answer. I love to eat honey. So that is your bear, which actually loves to eat honey. So the answer is teddy bear. I croak in the rainy season. So who croak in the rainy season is your frog. Now read each group of words, take the correct if it is a sentence, if not then put a cross. Now we are going to have few sentences in front of us, and if the sentence is correct then we are going to put a tick over there, and if they are not correct then we are just going to put a cross. A cartoon am watching I. This is your incorrect sentence. First of all, this is not beginning with capital letter. Second of all, yes, it is terminating with full stop, but since this sentence is not making any sense to you, so this is not going to be your sentence. So this is your incorrect sentence. Second is a bunch of flowers. Again, this is your it is making sense, but it is not your sentence because it is not beginning with a capital letter. You can see that this is written in small letter. Second of all, this is not terminating with a full stop. So this is not your sentence. So we have put a cross. You can draw well. You can see the first letter is capital and this is ending with a full stop. So this is going to be your sentence, a correct sentence. So we have put a tick. Tomorrow is a holiday. T beginning with the first capital letter and ending with a full stop. So this is again going to be your sentence. A beautiful picture. It is ending with a full stop, but since it is not beginning with a capital letter, so it is not going to be your sentence. We are just going to put a cross here. Joey plays in the park every day. It is again beginning with a capital letter, okay, and ending with a full stop. So this is going to be your sentence. Blue the sky. Beginning with a small letter, ending without full stop. So this is not going to be your sentence. A cow gives us milk. Beginning with a capital letter and ending with a full stop. So this is going to be your sentence. Now as you are done with the sentences, you should keep this thing in your mind that if you are talking about a sentence, then that should begin with a capital letter first of all, and the second thing is that should end with a full stop. Okay, so now we are going to have a look at few sentences like the sun is yellow. The sun is yellow. Okay, you can see that the first letter is capital, terminating with full stop. I have many friends. Beginning with capital letter, ending with full stop. I have two eyes. I have two eyes beginning with a capital letter and ending with your full stop. So these are few sentences in front of us which are actually telling you something, that the color of the sun is yellow. I have many friends, like I am having many friends, more than one friend. So I am actually talking about myself and I am saying that I am having many friends. I have two eyes. I have two eyes. So this is about the sentences which actually telling you something. Now these sentences tells us something, who whoever that sentence belongs to. A sentence tell us something, it ends with a full stop. Whenever you're talking about a sentence which is telling you something, whatever or whosoever he or he, she, it, or whatever it is, then that sentence would end with your full stop. Okay. Now look at these sentences. Now we are going to have another kind of sentence. Why is the sun so hot? Now you can see that in this sentence we are asking something, that we are asking about sun, that why it is so hot. Okay, so now in such kind of sentences we are just going to put question mark at the end. The sentences in which you ask something, then like if you are asking your teacher that may I take your pencil, so that is again your question. Like I am asking something from your teacher or from a student that you want to borrow a pencil from someone, so that when you are asking, so you are just going to put a question mark. Okay, similarly, like you can see, this is the symbol which is used, that is a question mark which we use after the sentence when you are asking something. How many eyes do you have? Again you can see that I am asking someone that how many eyes do you have, so that is again going to be a question, so I have put a question mark. Do you have friends? Do you have friends? Again this is your question, so we have put a question mark. These sentences ask something. If there is a sentence in which you are asking something, then we are just going to put a question mark after the sentence. A sentence which asks something is called a question. It always ends with a question mark, and this is your question mark. Read the following, put a full stop if it is a sentence, put a question mark if it is a question. Now we are going to have few sentences in front of us. If just look at the sentence and just try to identify whether those sentences are just sentence or question. If those are just sentences, then we are just going to put a question, full stop, and if those are questions, then we are just going to put a question mark after the sentence. Now you can see that this is a tall building. I am just indicating about a building. I am just talking about that building, and I am just telling that that building is very tall. I am talking about that, I am telling you. So this is going to be your sentence, initiating with a capital letter and ending with a full stop, which we are going to put. Okay, so this is your full stop. Do you like mangoes? Now I am asking you whether you like mangoes or not. So that is going to be your question, and after question what do you put is question mark. So that is going to be your question mark. It is such a beautiful dress. Now I am talking about that dress. Okay, it is a beautiful dress, like that dress is very beautiful. So I am just going to put a full stop, since that is, it is just a sentence which is telling you something about that dress. Okay. There are many flowers in my garden. Like I am having a garden, I am just telling you that I am having many flowers. If I was asking you that how many flowers do you have, then what is going to be your answer is the number of flowers. If you are asking something, then we will put question mark, but since I am just telling you that I am having flowers in my garden, so that is going to be your sentence, and we are just going to put a full stop after the sentence. Are you going on a picnic on Saturday? Now I am asking you whether you are going on picnic on Saturday or not. If you are going, then your answer is going to be yes, and if you are not going, then your answer is going to be no. So I am asking you some question. If that is going to be a question, then what we are going to do is we are just going to put a question mark at the end of this sentence. So we are just going to put this, which is your answer. Is he going to Shimla? Now again this is your question, so we are just going to put a question mark. The river is deep here. Now I am telling you that the river is quite deep here, and you can actually, if you will jump there, so you are going to die. So this is a sentence where I am indicating that the height of that river is very much. So this is going to be a sentence, and we are going to put a full stop after it. This garland is made of marigold flower. Again this is your sentence, because we are just indicating that the garland is made of what? Marigold flower. So again we are going to put a full stop. Now as we are done with our examples, with our words and sentences, like I have told you that if you are having alphabets and the group of those alphabets which are arranged in a proper manner, which makes some sense, then that is going to be a word. After that, we have discussed about sentences. If the group of words are arranged in a proper manner, then that is going to be your sentences. After that, we have discussed about two types of sentences. First one was your sentence which end with a full stop, and the second one which end with a question mark. The sentence which end with a full stop is always, both type of sentences always begins with a capital letter, but the difference is in the first kind of sentence which we have discussed is, if you're telling something or if you're indicating something, then that is going to be a sentence which initiate with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. And if you are asking something, then that sentence is going to initiate with a capital letter, but it will end with a question mark. Okay, so this is all we have learned today. So just go through your chapter and just read it. Thank you.